Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the sign of Gemini, and this is going to be for the week of the 18th to the 24th, excuse me. Let's get right into it. We're going to get your romance angels out and the messages they have for you for this week. Starting off, we have chemistry, beautiful, strong, magnetic attraction. This could be the one, Gemini. And we have true love. Wow. Okay. 3 beautiful cards. Very positive when we're talking about a love connection this week for some of you, right? Beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's get out your animal spirits for the week and see what kind of personalities you may be dealing with this week. Now, you may resonate with some of the messages from the angels or all of them. You may resonate with some of these animal spirits or all of them at different times, okay? It's whatever, whatever resonates with you, you can take, and the rest you throw away. Come out the deck with horse energy. Beautiful. I'm a Sagittarius, so of course I love horses. This is earth energy. Peacock. All right. Beautiful air energy with the peacock, and we have fire energy, cheetah. So we have earth, air, and fire representative in the 3 animal spirits. So let's do a quick review of these animal spirits before we get into your actual spreads for the week. And we're talking about horse energy, right? I mean, horse energy is extremely creative and powerful. But what does the horse have more than anything else? The horse has stamina, momentum. The horse is one of the animals that is synonymous with freedom, right? You know, we talk about breaking a horse in order to ride it, right? It's expansive energy force. It is the most masterful form of earth energy in the deck, the horse. And so this is the type of energy, animal energy, that is supportive, okay? So when you're walking with horse element or the horse animal spirit, he carries you. The horse carries you. It is extremely supportive. It's extremely supportive when you're trying to do big things, when you're trying to get momentous things accomplished, when there's a great amount of energy and stamina that is required. The horse is there, right? The horse comes in to support you. Now we have beautiful peacock energy. Now the peacock is air energy, okay? And the peacock is interesting because the peacock is about beauty, outside beauty, the way people perceive it, right? But the peacock is also about hidden beauty. All right, if you know anything about a peacock, when it's walking around and its feathers are down, there's no real indication, you don't know how beautiful the peacock is until it unfolds its feathers. And then you have all of these beautiful eyes and colors looking at you. The peacock is extremely compassionate. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled, right? But peacock beauty is not haughty. It's not from being, let's say, shallow, right? We're not talking about starfish energy here. The peacock is about inner beauty that comes out, so it's like, as beautiful as the peacock is inside, that's how it is expressed on the outside. The peacock is also an extremely adaptive creature. It can assimilate a lot. Why? Well, the symbolism is as well, all of the eyes and all of its feathers is always watching. The peacock's always watching and assimilating. It watches and assimilates in the sense that the peacock digests its experiences in life. This is what makes the peacock so beautiful on the inside as well. The peacock is willing to take its experiences that it has and really take them in, digest these experiences, and make it part of who it is, its identity. And so all of this comes out in this kind of really strong kind of beauty of life, right? The beauty of having experienced a lot of life and having learned compassion through those experiences, right? A peacock doesn't harbor resentment or conflict or anything like that. The peacock, you know, it assimilates, it takes in its experience, it takes the best from it, it learns compassion from it, and it moves on. Then we have that beautiful cheetah. Cheetah, very strong energy. Cheetah is fire energy associated with sun energy in a sense, right? The solar energy. You can see that even in the coloring of the card, right? So we're talking about very strong masculine energy here. The idea of achievement. The cheetah is a high achiever. It just won't stop. You know, it will continue until it achieves its goal. It's able to adapt very quickly. If you've ever seen a cheetah run, they run at these enormous speeds, but they're also able to turn and twist and, you know, go after its prey or its goal. It's able to make a turn if it has to and still keep that momentum. Okay, and so this is what we talk about with the cheetah. The cheetah is able to kind of like adjust to the twists and turns of life, but it doesn't slow down its impact or its forward momentum, its desire to keep going. The cheetah is extremely attractive in public, right? It's one of these personalities that is almost larger than life, that is able, one of these people that, you know, you may have, you know, we all know these people, right? The ones, you know, we all have at least one of them in our social circle. This is the person who just they can achieve so much, you know, they can get anything kind of accomplished, right? But they have this kind of energy that is infectious, right? They're very supportive, very motivational people as well. You know, they can achieve anything, and they also motivate those around them to be able to achieve anything. So these are all extremely beautiful cards, supportive animals, all right, supportive animal energies. So let's get right into your various forecasts for the week, Gemini. See what may or may not resonate with you this week. All right, first spread out, we have Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and Seven of Swords. Wow. All right, so some of you have got an opportunity coming in. Somebody's coming in with some kind of an opportunity or a conversation, right, about a project perhaps or an idea that they want to put across to you, right? And this really impacts your relationship, right? The current relationship that you have. Or it could also be bringing you closer to a karmic relationship, right? To a soulmate kind of energy. But you have somebody there behind the scenes who's trying to scupper the progress, right? They're trying to impede your progress. They're exhibiting Seven of Swords. What is Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords is you know, indicative of the great tortoise and the hare story, right? Seven of Swords is that individual. You see him stealing the swords. He's stealing 5 of the 7, though. He's not getting all 7. And he thinks he's winning. Why? Because he's cheating. He's the thief and the knight. And so it's just in the same way as the tortoise and the hare, you know, story of the race between the two, and the tortoise always wins. Why? Because the hare is always busy cheating, trying to cut corners, trying to, you know, the hare assumes I can beat the tortoise. Of course, I'm much faster than the tortoise. So I'm going to go take a nap and then I'll run the last half of the race and I'll win. Or I'll go do this, and you know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's that kind of hasty energy. It's that, you know, it's also when you desire something so strongly, you don't want to work for it. You just want to get it, right? And so somebody is behind the scenes, almost in a way like they want what you have. You know, they want your victory. They want to have, you know, they want to achieve your achievement in a way. They're almost coveting your kind of achievement, or they're kind of coveting they want to covet your success. How? By just taking it. Usually this is a very close friend, someone who's close to you, someone who would know how to get in and take something from you. And it's usually the ones who are closest to you that can exhibit Seven of Swords energy. And so while you're over here kind of like about to perhaps start something new, start something that could turn into quite a good career move, right? That is impacting your love life. There is someone in your life who is either jealous of the fact that you are yoked with someone, that you are together with someone, and that you are both about to experience abundance, or they are jealous of the opportunities that are coming your way, and they are acting behind the scenes to sort of either screw it up for you or to steal it for themselves. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and 3 of Wands. Wow. Well, some of you have made a decision to move away from shallow relationships. You're at that point in your life where you know that there are certain types of people you no longer want to entertain. 8 of Cups talks about boundaries and borders, criteria, standards, strengths and weaknesses, right? You're at that place in your life where you realize in order to have a truly harmonious relationship, you have to have boundaries in place. You can't just let everyone into your life. Now, this decision that you made has brought you to a soulmate connection, right? It's opened your eyes, I think, to perhaps even to a connection that may have always been there, but you did not realize it. It could be that you were close friends with this individual, and now you realize that, in fact, there is more there. And this is just a very beautiful reading in terms of just positivity, because not only do you move closer towards a loving relationship with somebody because of all of the hard work you've put in here, but you now also, this kind of self-confidence and fulfillment that you're starting to attain is also impacting your finances, your wealth, your abundance, your ability to move forward with your career. Okay, it could be as well that some of you are entering into a power couple dynamic that is very harmonious and happy for you on a romantic level, but that also is raising the bar for you in terms of your abundance and your wealth and all of the things in your material plane, also to do with your career, your passions, that you know, whatever it is that you do to bring in money, right, that you live off of. Some of you do, you know, if you're an artist, or if you do something that, you know, is very close to your heart, you've been lucky enough to that your job is something that you really, really love. All of this is now impacting that in a very, very positive way. 4 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and High Priestess. So some of you are having some money issues this week, certainly. You're having some worry about stability. But the King of Swords comes in. Now, this King of Swords could be your lover. It could be a close friend. Or someone comes in and to speak some home truths to you, okay? It may be a little bit brutal. It may be a little bit harsh. The King of Swords is not known for being the gentle king, right? He's the king that comes in and brings the harsh truth with him, right? He brings the truth because he knows it's necessary. You know, he's the one who sits you down and straightens you out, you know, when your head is in the clouds, right? And so for some of you, you're going to be having a week like that. And as a result, though, of that, your self-confidence increases, your intuition increases, your understanding increases, because the High Priestess comes in for you. This energy comes in. And it's because you have spoken with, you know, you've had this conversation with this individual. And I want to say this King of Swords could very well be a lover, right? Could very well be someone that you have a lot of chemistry with, right? But it's almost as if once you have this conversation with them, it like opens up a whole area of your life that perhaps had been in the back of your mind. You may have been, you know, in your heart, you may have been thinking certain things, or in your heart, you may have been, it's intuition. High Priestess is all about the intuition. So your gut has been telling you something, but it wasn't until you had this conversation with this King of Swords that you realized you were right all along, right? Your gut was right all along. It could very well be that as a result of these financial issues, this conversation you have with this person reveals a deeper relationship there. It could be revealing that this person and you have actually you guys have more chemistry than just what you thought, right? And so this kind of opens up the door to a whole new possibility. But it also reaffirms something that probably you had been thinking for a very long time. The Sun, 10 of Cups, and Strength. Again, more love. More clarity, more love. I mean, the three messages from the angels are very clear, and they're coming out in the cards. What does the Sun bring with it? The Sun brings with it independence, but it also brings clarity. It brings happiness. It brings fortune. It brings reaffirmation that you are where you should be. You are with whom you should be. There's no hiding. When the sun is out, it's almost as if you're walking in the sun, but certainly if you are in a relationship or if you just started a relationship, when the sun comes out, it's almost as if to say that this is the relationship you've always been waiting for. This is the kind of openness and the kind of communication that you've always desired. And everything comes together because you have 10 of Cups. Some of you have met certainly your true love. You've met your soulmate. You've met someone that you're going to be with for a very long time. Because you've closed the circle. 10 of Cups is completion and beginning. So it's like you've completed the search to find your true love, and now you guys are beginning your life together. There is a lot of strength that is needed, though. Okay, there's a lot of strength that is needed in this relationship. It could be the type of person that you're with. Could be a very strong personality. It just, this is not necessarily going to be easy, but again, the best relationships require strength, right? And so Gemini, this not only is this a good relationship for you, a loving relationship for you, but this is a relationship in which you are being tested to a certain degree and also called to a certain degree to be the strongest version of yourself. 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and King of Cups. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, some of you are already in love with someone, involved with someone, but somebody this week is offering you a cup of love, all right? And suddenly you're in two minds. You don't know which way you want to go, right? You're at 2 of Swords. You don't know what to pick. It's almost as if, I want to say some of you, it's like because you have King of Cups in your life as well. Some of you may have recently developed a relationship with someone that is just moving towards commitment, moving towards everything that the King of Cups desires. Because once the King of Cups sees what he wants, he goes after it, right? So some of you, this is an example of what I see here, is that perhaps you've been working on this relationship with your King of Cups, right? But then all of a sudden, this person comes back. This person comes back to offer you a cup. Now, this could be a person from the past that you had been waiting for, right? That hadn't been coming through to you. And so you got on with your life, and you might have gone on with your life with this and developed something with your King of Cups. But this person comes back this week. All right, they come back this week and they offer you a cup again. And it's like, oh man, really? Like you wait until now? You wait until now to come into my life. You don't come in. You don't offer me this cup when I was ready for it. Now you're offering it to me exactly at the time when I've already started something with somebody else, right? But the chemistry with this person is still off the hook. And so this week it's going to be a real tricky time for you to decide in a way which one you want. The thing, though, is that 2 of Swords does have inherent with it the idea that it's about balance and not a choice. So quite interestingly enough, there is a balance that needs to be reached here. And I don't know how, I don't see that necessarily in the sense that a balance between seeing 2 people. But there's more to this than just a choice being made. Let's put it that way. 9 of Wands, Death, and Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be the last spread for the forecast. Some of you are taking a breather on a very long journey that is about to close. Okay, 9 of Wands talks about taking a break before that final push, right? This could be You know, just a time in your life where you've had a lot of burdens, you've had a lot of responsibilities, right? But it's about to come to an end. It's not quite there. Excuse me, it's not quite there yet, but it's about to get there. And right now, you're kind of just looking over or looking back at everything you've gone through in a way. And you're just like, wow, you know, I've gone through so much, you know. But there's big changes coming, huge changes coming. And you see those changes coming, even though you're not quite out of the woods yet, you know. And that's exactly how it feels. Like you're not quite out of the woods yet, but you soon will be. And you can see the changes coming. What I want to say is that this week, perhaps that coming out of the woods or that moving towards the 10 of Wands when you can finally come out of this really long period, this very difficult period. Could have been a period of not having a lot of money, perhaps. A period of a lot of like financial struggles with your career, struggles with accomplishing things that were like perhaps things that were really important, goals that were really important to you. All of this is changing. And this week you get a reaffirmation of that, and you get an indication of where your life is going afterwards, and it's going towards the Queen of Pentacles, which is abundance, which is manifesting after, you know, all of the hard work you've come into. This is very much a scenario for some of you who are coming out of a period, maybe a long-term period of having less, poverty, maybe not having the type of abundance that you would like to have in your life, but you've been working very hard on that, right? And you've struggled and you survived that, but now you're coming out of that and you're coming into a period of enormous abundance, a period of rest, a period of laying down these burdens where you can finally be in your garden. And again, the Queen of Pentacles, she's the one responsible for all of her abundance. You know, she didn't get it from the King of Pentacles. She worked for it, right? And so this change is coming in, this reaffirmation is coming in. And for some of you, you're coming out of a very long, difficult period, and it's almost as if this sweeping change comes in and your rewards should start to pour in. Your rewards should start to pour in. All right, my lovely Geminis, this is your forecast for the week of August 18th to the 24th. I hope you did resonate with at least some of these outlooks. If you did, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified. Check back on my community page. I do make use of that page for announcements, etc. But for right now, Gemini, I'm just going to say I love you so much. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.